everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk about being productive, getting things done, because I know a lot of you are just so overwhelmed every day because you have so much to do and you just don't know how to structure your day. So I'm here to change that. Let's start. Let's start with the base and the most important thing you need in order to be productive throughout the day: a morning routine. Many people commit the mistakes that they think they have to start doing demanding tasks right after waking up, like studying, working, whatever. This is not true at all. First of all, you need time for yourself in the morning. Right after waking up, we're still sleepy, still sensitive, so we cannot start directly doing stressing things because this is just going to overwhelm our brain. So when you have enough time in the morning to really wake up to do your personal things first, then you have much more energy, you're in a much better mood, and your brain is just clear and you're ready to get things done. So you have to implement healthy habits into your morning routine. For example, journaling, stretching, reading, meditating. I actually have 2 videos on my channel about ideas and inspirations about healthy habits to implement into your morning routine, so make sure to check them out. Also, think about the fact that when you're lying in bed and you think, oh my god, now I have to wake up and I have to leave the house in like 10 minutes so I can go to work, you obviously don't even want to go out of bed because you are going to do something that you don't like at all. So start your day doing things that you like, that you enjoy. A solid morning routine just sets the tone for the entire day, and it just also influences the mood you're going to have throughout the day. We have heard this a lot, but avoid your phone for the first hours after waking up, because if not, you are more likely to fall into this scrolling cycle, and then you're going to waste a lot of time, and then you're going to be angry at yourself because you waste so much time. So really let it be. What I like to do is my first 2 hours of morning routine, of self-care time for myself, I just don't use my phone. Waking up early. This is just key, everybody. A few months ago, I was the girl, I wanted to wake up at 12 p.m. I didn't care. I was like, why should I wake up early? It's like, I don't like the mornings. And I was completely unproductive. I never could get things done. But when I started waking up at 5 a.m., my life changed. I cannot even explain to you. I'm not saying that you have to start directly waking up at 5 a.m. You can start with like 7, 6, and then maybe 5. But you notice you have so much more hours available during the day when you start waking up so early. Also in the mornings you have much more energy to get things done. And this is very important if you want to have a strong morning routine, because when you start waking up early, you have much more time to start the day in a slow way. So you can get ready first, you can organize yourself before starting your busy day. Because it just doesn't make sense to wake up 10 minutes before you have to leave the house, then you're running around, you're in a rush, completely stressed, and you will obviously be in this bad mood because directly after waking up, you jump into this stress bubble. Write a to-do list the night before. Here you have to watch out for several things. First of all, do it in a chronicle way and prioritize activities. So try to get the most important things done first, because remember that your mental focus is higher in the morning. Implement breaks between your working sessions. This is key for productivity, because there are people that are like,
I'm going to study from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. and I'm going to work the whole day so I can get things done and be productive.
no, this is not going to take you anywhere, so don't even think about doing something like that. Because if you set the goal of working like 8-10 hours in a row, you're going to get bored, tired, and your brain is going to give up. Our brains can just not concentrate and focus for so much time. I don't know you, but for me personally, only the fact of thinking about sitting on a desk for like more than 5 hours in a row just drives me crazy, and it makes it just impossible for me to be motivated and focus 100%. So after 2 hours of studying, set a break of 15 minutes, 30 minutes, even 1 hour if you have the time. Go for a coffee, a walk, do something that refreshes you and recharge your batteries. Because you're not a machine, you're a human being. And believe me that after these little breaks, you're going to feel so energized and just ready to keep going. Another habit that completely took my productivity to a next level was setting alarms. Because while you're studying or working or having a break, you don't look at the clock every single minute. So this is very important because sometimes we just forget. You know, when you're scrolling on TikTok, for example, you could be there for hours. The next point, I think I mentioned this at the beginning of this video, but you have to move your body. You have to at least get out once a day and get some fresh air. You cannot be sitting in your room the whole day working on your computer, on your phone. This is just not healthy. I try to do this every day. Well, I think I'm a bit lucky because I live right next to the forest, so I can go for a little forest walk every day. But if you live in a city or something, still go out, go for a little walk around the block. You're going to feel so much better, believe me. Maintain a organized working space. This is so important because you cannot be productive, you cannot get things done when your living space, your desk is a mess. Your brain cannot focus on one task when everything around is just distracting you. So always try to keep things clean and organized. This also gives you like the sensation of having more control over your life, and I think this is important when it comes to productivity. And a little tip to keep you motivated is to implement a reward at the end of the day. For me personally, it's my favorite show. I love the show and I could watch it like 24/7. So every day after I check up everything on my to-do list, I get to watch 2 hours of my favorite show, and this is literally my favorite part of the day. So always remember to treat yourself. I think this is essential, maybe with your favorite food, a bubble bath, a sweet treat. And even if you didn't achieve everything that was on your to-do list, be nice to yourself, don't freak out. Tomorrow is another day. Sometimes we just don't get things done, and that's just the way it is. We learn from every experience, and this just helps us to be better. Now I'm going to share with you 3 little hacks that are going to help you to improve your productivity. First of all, I call it the 15-minute challenge, and this method consists about doing something every day for 15 minutes. For example, if you find it very hard to clean and organize your house or your room, set a goal to do exactly this task for only 15 minutes every single day. Take your phone, set a timer, and in those 15 minutes, the only thing you're going to do is exactly that. And this will not only help you to be productive, but also to improve your consistency and discipline. A hack that will definitely level up your productivity every day is to keep your notes app available. And in my case, for example, I only have to swipe my phone to the left, and I already have like my notes there, so I can quickly write down any thought or anything that I have to get done. Sometimes we are like, oh my god, I have to do this, I have to write this email, or tomorrow I have to do a certain thing, and we just forget because we are humans and we forget. But when you write down all your thoughts, all your things that you have to do, then it's going to be much more easier for you to build a schedule and yeah, to get things done. Keep your phone on the do not interrupt mode, because when you get like the sound that you got a message, a phone call, whatever, even if you didn't take the phone and didn't reply to the message, your brain automatically thinks like, okay, who is texting me, what could it be? And this just messes up with your focus. So in order to avoid this, set your phone on do not interrupt mode or plane mode. And last but not least, the 3-minute method. I'm so sorry for the titles, but I'm just making them up. We all know the struggle in the morning that we don't want to leave our beds. I know how hard this can be because I have been there too. And this technique consists about, after your alarm rings, count until 3 and then directly stand up. And I know you might be thinking that doesn't make sense at all, like why should I wake up just because I count until 3? But let me tell you that when I tried it out, I jumped out of the bed. Like, I cannot even explain to you how this happened. I don't know if this is a psychology thing, but I was awake. I was like, okay, let's start the day. So when you wake up, count until 3 and don't overthink, because this is the worst thing you can do. Yeah, and just push yourself and get up. Before finishing this video, you must know that all these tips, all these little habits, and in order for you to be productive, you must master discipline and consistency. It doesn't matter how organized your to-do list is or your morning routine, nothing is going to pay off if you're not disciplined and consistent. Remember, it's not about motivation, it's about keep going, about doing the things you don't want to do in order to achieve your goals. If you have the feeling you're still struggling with these 2 important factors, I can totally recommend you to read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is going to give you a solid base about how to build healthy habits step by step. It personally helped me a lot, so I hope you too. And with that being said, we are at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I could help you somehow. And let me know in the comments which of these habits are you going to implement into your day-to-day routine. And remember, I upload videos every week, so stay tuned and yeah, see you next time. Bye!